Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Today we're going to work on a 2002 C5 Corvette. I'm going to give you the short version of things. This thing here has already been messed with, which I don't like. Put aftermarket remote start on it, which that's fine if you're the one doing it, but for a shop, you know, if this shit hasn't been done right, you're gonna have a problem. Anyway, this is about a security system, actually, what this video is going to be about. There's some videos out there already that do this. So this is the key for the Corvette, and right there, that's your little pellet. That's a resistor pellet. And basically, in a nutshell, we got a security light flashing. This vehicle is really not cooperating the way it's supposed to. Normally, when you have a security light flashing, you can relearn these with 2 to 3 10-minute cycles. Open the door, close the door, turn the key on, leave it sitting for 10 minutes, turn it off, do the same thing until it actually cranks the car. However, that's not what this is about today. So today we're going to talk about something a little bit different. Car is a little bit ragged out, so we're not going to go into details on all of that. And it's had a hard life. Normally what you do, or not what you normally do, but what a lot of people do is they take a ohm meter. You can leave it on automatic, that's fine. If you have that function, you can leave that on automatic, and what you do is you measure between this resistor. Okay, so this is how you do it. You measure on both sides of it. Long story short, I had a flicker at one point in time, and that's all I've ever gotten out of that key. So this thing essentially is dead. Now we got a few options. We can relearn. With another resistance value, or we can find the value that's already programmed into it. What I mean by that. So I'm going to try to be complete and tell you what this is all about. Let me pause you up. Anyway, moving on. Didn't work. So in this case right here, on that particular security system, we have number 1 through number 15, and there is ranges associated with resistance. So if you don't know what a resistor is, this video is not for you. So a number 1, if you're using a number 1 key, the resistance is only 0.4 k ohm. Number 2 is 0.523, 681, 887, 1.130, and so forth. It goes basically all the way up. The last number on the number 15 key is 11.8K. Okay, so these are K 11,000. Okay, so, but anyway, there's ranges associated with it. I'm not going to go through that. You can look that up. This list is readily available. For instance, I'll just show you the one on the number 15, 11.3 to 12.29. So there is quite a bit of range that you can go by. If you want to find what's programmed so you don't have to fiddle with it and do anything, that's what this is all about. We can use any value and let it either program it with the GM software, or do the 3 key cycles, and it will relearn. Right now we got several codes. One of them, that circuit being open, and the reason it spits out the circuit being open because that resistor pellet is dead. I mean, I get nothing. Every once in a while it came back alive yesterday, but today I fiddled with it, and quite frankly I'm tired of messing with it because it just isn't reading. It's dead. The resistor pellet is dead. So another option is to simply, if you're lucky enough, call a dealer and they'll tell you what key you need, and you can get the key someplace else. Of course, there's always the option of getting the new key from the dealer. They can look it up. They know what belongs in the car. That'll work. You know, there's multiple options for this scenario. Of course, I highly recommend you either get you a couple of keys. In this case here, the customer is good with doing a bypass. I mean, this is no prime vehicle to look at anyway. You know, it's really, it came in here for the windshield wiper. Somebody had jerry-rigged, didn't know what they were doing, put a new motor in it, and it didn't need a motor. It needed, actually, there is a link in there that needed basically calibrating, so that's what I did. Anyway, that being said, moving on. Now, if you have one or have a buddy that has one, well, this can help you. That's a DK box, and you basically set resistance. So what that does, hold. Now keep in mind, these things are close, but they're not perfect by any means. I'm just going to dial it in. Right here is ×1, that's kilo ohms. All right, so there you go. That's switch to K ohms, and that is about 1. We're at 5. That is K ohms. You see where I'm getting at with this? So basically, you'll have to do key cycles and give it just a second. You have to more than likely cycle your door if you're messing with that. But let's attack this wire, or wires plural, which is underneath. In my case, we're looking for a purple something and a black and white wire. So let's see if we can locate that wire and do the snip snip. All right, I'm not going to stay in here, but in a nutshell, let me flippy screeny around. Okay, so that's it right there. This is the connector that's coming down from the steering wheel. Now, in this particular case right here, I'm going to use, there is that purple, black and white wire that we was talking about, that I was looking for. Damn light, come on now. Oh, this piece of crap. Astro light, it's a piece of crap. Anyway, I'm going to cut it over here. That way we can utilize the plug, because a resistor can go bad. So that way a resistor can be replaced by just unclipping it, rather than have to take it off the main harness and you have to get down here every time. I don't like to get down here in the first place. And like I said, I'm not going to keep the camera here. Give me a second. I'm not going to keep the camera right there, because I told you what I'm doing, so you ought to know what I'm doing now. So let's see if we can figure something out. So first things first, I'm going to set it, that's ×10, that's ×1, so that's 11/8. I mean, where am I at? Right here. 11/8 is where I'm at. That's your number 50, number 15 key, excuse me. So as you can see, security light is still flashing. I'll pause you up. This is a number 15 key, okay? I'll pause you up. I got to move on and clear codes. Okay, so now our code that kept coming back before, it's no longer there, but it's in security mode. This can be learned, but that's not what I'm trying to show you. I'm going to show you that at some point in time we're going to hit a jackpot. All right, I'm going to try to show you that. We're going to set on 4,750. That is the number 11 key. All right, I just want to show you this. I'm going to try to get my body out of the way. So we'll go ahead and plug this back in. You noticed the security light was flashing earlier. I thought, I'm not going to lie, I thought I've seen something when the pellet did work. I thought I got something along those lines. So I'm going to try to keep my noggin out of the way and do it like this. So security light is out. So that is actually going by my chart that I showed you earlier. Like I said, make sure that you can read that. That is the number 11 key at 4,750 K or ohms, not K ohms, that's 4.75 K ohms. But anyway, that is it, and the range, we're in range there, so that's the resistor we need to place in there. And I just wanted to show you that these systems right here, there is multiple videos out on it because they're real bad design, in my opinion. But anyway, just share that with you when you have those troubles. There you go. You can do it that way, or simply replace the key and hope your lock cylinder doesn't go bad, because that happens as well on these. There is, let me go over here. There is multiple codes stored in the system. I'm gonna get you out here on that screen. Or, noggin. Let me rephrase that. There was multiple codes stored in the system, and the codes, because of the pellet being bad, the codes come right back. Current codes, so there is no codes present. Pause you up for just a second. I went through a couple of key cycles with the bad key. Hopefully it'll pick it up right away. And there that is. The code is B2723. Passenger key detection circuit short/open. What it means, actually the circuit is open because there is no resistor in between. So no resistance. The circuit is going to show either shorted or open, one of the two. It doesn't know how to differentiate between the two. So it would be nice if the systems was even more sophisticated and would just tell you check your friggin' key, but not how that works. So anyway, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. One more little quick tip. When you're checking resistors, I'm hiding them. When you're checking resistors, remember not to touch the leads with your hands. If you do that, you get a wrong reading because your body has resistance.